Good evening. It is my Tuesday, May 31st. Tomorrow is the beginning of the month of June, and we don't really know where spring went, but
No.
if it was here, it went real quick.
It's
According to the weather people, we had the rainiest and the coldest May, I think they said since 1990. So hopefully June will come and bring reasonably warm temperatures
reasonably
for us and for anyone going on vacation. Tonight, the song we're doing is called Love Letters in the Sand. And it was written in 1931 originally. And the music was written by a gentleman named J. Fred Coots. Also, the lyrics were by Nick and Charles Kenny, who were brothers. The song was inspired by, of all things, an 1881 composition called The Spanish Cavalier.
Right.
And it was by William D. Hendrickson.
J. Fred Coots.
And Pat Boone is the man I remember because it was popular when I was a teenager. And Joe has more details about it.
Well, that's what I was going to do.
Go ahead.
J. Fred Coots wrote a really disparate collection of songs. You better watch out, you better not cry, right? He wrote, you go to my head like the bubbles in a glass of sugar. That's like a little bit of exotic
That's almost
music.
like a Cole Porter.
And then you have this really pop sound. So, and Nick Kenny, who with his brother Charles wrote this lyric, I thought had an interesting career in that dropped out of high school after 3 months, like in 1911, served in the Navy until 1918, and then I think in the Merchant Marine, and kind of self-educated himself through all that time by way of the ship's libraries and so on, read every book he could get his hands on, ended up being a columnist for the New York Daily Mirror, a newspaper that died in 1963. And he was widely known as a kind of a lighthearted columnist and a poet. He would include his own poems and poems of others, and a lyricist we see as well. So
were they from New York?
They were. They're born in Brooklyn, I believe. And so he was very, very big in New York City. And this tune, as Veronica mentioned already,
well, because I
found
used
a
to
great
sing it.
life in that it was written in 1931, 26 years after Pat Boone and his producer and whoever get together on it and make a monster hit. It was either 4 or 5 weeks #1 on the charts. Okay.
I can remember singing along with the 45 record.
Yeah.
So
We're going to do it.
yeah.
On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you laughed when I cried each time I saw the tide take our love letters in the sand. You made a vow that you would always be true, but somehow that vow meant nothing to you. Now my poor heart just aches with every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand. On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you laughed when I cried each time I saw the tide take our love letters in the sand. You made a vow that you would always be true, but somehow that vow meant nothing to you. Now my poor heart just aches with every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand. A lovely summer tune.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
Can you picture yourself on the beach at the Jersey Shore?
Oh,
or in
yes.
Cape Cod?
Pretty soon.
Or in Rehoboth?
Pretty soon.
So we're hoping June will bring those
Or
dreams to
California,
truth.
you know,
Right?
Oregon.
It's been nice
Knowing
singing
you.
with you tonight. But I want to show you something.
Oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I'm going to get up now.
She's
Be
going to
careful.
stand. Watch out.
I want you to see.
The
This
dog.
This looks just like our dog,
Right.
Scout,
Except for the color's a little different. So.
after she's had a few too many. She's a multicolored. No, she's a
Right.
beautiful dog. And I saw this shirt, and I had to buy one for me and for my daughter.
Right.
So we both have, she has black and I have yellow.
And so the story is you never know what's going to happen here at Piano Joe and Friends. What has happened is Love Letters in the Sand.
Right?
What
And,
will happen is tomorrow night, I don't know what.
oh, come on. No?
I had an idea, but I think I lost it.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can jiggle his mind.
All right?
Get it back. In the
Jiggle.
meantime, have a nice evening.
Yep.
Be good to each other. And we'll see you on June 1st.
Right.
Bye.